Hello everybody and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program, where we are currently working on our Minmus mission here. We've got a little bit of additional work to do. Now I'm going to take Bill off over here because I want to grab the science from our scanning arm here. And I want to bring that back with us. That's going to be our best bet as far as getting additional science goes. So we're going to grab that and scan green sandstone. What? We did this. Not enough electric charge. What? Our electric charge is recharging right now. Review report. Apparently we can't collect that. Oh, I thought we could collect it out of here like we can with most. In that case, we're going to have to just transmit it, which is unfortunate. So we're going to do that. Are we allowing partial? We're going to allow partial. There we go. So we're continuing to work on that, and in the meantime, I guess we'll just take Bill on back to the lander. He no longer needs to be at the rover, and I'm going to be more careful with how we drive it in the future. That's for sure. So we're heading right on back here. Beautiful. We can see that that is going to drop us basically right on the lander. And we'll get there soon enough, but we're going to have to do some braking, so we really probably do want to be overshooting it a bit. Something even like that is probably not enough of an overshoot, but it'll do for now. So we're going to begin our braking about now-ish. Actually, that looks pretty good. We're, of course, going to have to brake and get rid of some horizontal, or rather some vertical speed at the same time, but that's fine. We're going to grab on here. Now, we do still need to plant a flag. Grab it. Okay, Bill did not grab it. There you go. So Bill hops in. Actually, I'm going to have Bill hop back out because I want to detach the rover deployment arm. That's going to be something that we should probably do. So all we're going to do is we're just going to... Can he not drop this out here? That used to be a thing that we could do. That's interesting. Huh. Maybe he can't do it while hanging on here? Let's try hopping down to the ground. I'm pretty sure we could drop this previously. Yeah, just put it on the ground. There you go. I don't care where it goes. I think it was because I was trying to... Well, no. We're able to drop it here, so it seems fine. This part we're not apparently able to drop. That's interesting. Now we are. Okay, I guess it's just a little buggy feeling. So we're just disassembling the arm and leaving it here. I wanted to do this more for aesthetic reasons than anything else. Technically, it's more efficient at this point that we kept it attached. Actually, hang on. Can we stow it in here? That's an interesting concept. That's a very interesting concept. We might be able to stow at least part of it in here. Okay, I'm going to move these a little closer. And for now, we're just going to do something like this. I want to now have... Not Valentina. I'm going to have Bob EVA here. And Bob is going to EVA down and just stand here. Right on this hemispherical fuel tank. With the idea being he's going to pass some of this stuff down, right? So apparently he can't reach Bill from here. We're going to have Bill wander on over. Where are you at, Bill? There you are. We're going to have Bill wander on over a little bit. Cool. Oh, that caused some physics issues. Okay, here's Bob. So, we can now reach here. I'm going to store the EVA repair kits, like, here temporarily. Where do we actually want to put these? We actually want to put them... Because we need to stow the parachute, right? We actually want to put them, like, here. I kind of just want to get rid of this parachute. But this actually works. So with that in that situation, we can now have, oh, this is very obnoxious, but we now have an open spot, right? So I'm going to have Bill set this up not very far away for the sake of time. We're just going to put this like right here. And we're going to set up a bunch of these. Now, to be clear, we're not going to get a huge amount out of this. We'll come back and put additional things in later. This is not exactly where I want Bill to be. Here will work. Okay. So now over to Bob, who at this point is going to be grabbing another one of these and passing that over to Bill. Cool. This mess is a bit of a problem. Hello? Bill. There we go. Excellent. So we are going to deposit this guy out over here. The mess is definitely a problem. We need to get this mess stowed as best as we can. I'm not sure how much of it we can stow in here, though. It's going to be interesting. So that's Valentina there. We've kind of got Bob hovering at this moment. I don't know why Bob is hovering. Whoa. Okay, Bob is defying gravity. Okay, that's exciting. I don't want Bob to be defying gravity. I'm going to quick save. We're going to reload that quick save that we just now made. That should be this persistent save here. And hopefully, he's not going to be defying gravity now. Bob, have you been taking lessons from Mad Bro? I'm guessing Bob has been taking lessons from Mad Bro. So we're going to load this in, and I'm going to pause the recording here while this loads. I'll be back in just a moment. Okay, I reloaded the game, and Bob has teleported to the ground. So, cool. Bob is now working properly. Excellent. So we're going to continue to hand these on down, right? Here you go, Bill. You can set up another one. And where is Bill here? There's Bill. We can start passing these up at this point, I think. We have some empty slots anyway. So that'll help clean up some of this mess. There's also this over here that is kind of debris-ridden, right? That just survived the impact. I don't think we can recover any of this. Although, funnily enough, the engine survived the impact. That is quite funny. So, for right now, I'm just going to turn RCS... Bill? Why are you not turning your RCS on? Oh, he doesn't have the pack. Right. His pack is currently elsewhere. That would do it. Okay. Now he's got a pack. Fantastic. So we're going to fly him up as soon as he starts using the pack anyway. We're going to fly him up and park him right here for now. I want to clean up a little bit of this mess here. We've definitely made a mess. So I want to grab this hinge and put it in this container module. Beautiful. Those do indeed fit in there, so that's good. I'm going to, from here... Valentina can hold that. And we can grab this guy and put it here. And we're just packing this away at this point. So that can be moved a little closer. This is going to need to be moved closer. But for now, I'm just going to do this. We're going to jump down. He'll definitely survive this. This is no problem. We'll exit. Actually, we'll not exit Kerbal construction mode. I'll apparently tab out, but that's fine. We'll put this over on the ground over here. We'll now exit Kerbal construction mode. And we'll just set this over here. Beautiful. And let's get ourselves a little bit more space here. Okay, Bill. Just get positioned here. And now Bob is going to pass down. At this point, let's see. We've got the science control unit. That does not need to be deployed by anyone in particular. So we'll just do that. for right now. Bill could not hold both that and his parachute, but that's okay. We'll just position that over here. Excellent. And of course, we need to plant a flag, and we'll have Valentina do that, since she's the one threatening to sue us. It'd be very awkward if we didn't have Valentina plant the flag. Yes, the rover we'll need to continue to work on. For now, I want to grab Bob here, and we want to grab our weather analyzer. Not like that's going to do anything, but actually there is another one of these. So technically, I don't think these have to be deployed by scientists. So that's good. Bill is going to hop over here and start to deploy these last couple bits of science here, or preparations for science in the case of this particular one. We're not going to need more power up here. I'm pretty confident on that one. Okay. So now we're going to hop over to Bob here. There we go. And we're going to grab this guy. Beautiful. I'd like to be able to pass both of them down, but sadly, we can't. There's one more that we'll need to do beyond this, of course. So Bob is going to... Not Bob. Bill is going to hop over here. And we will deploy this about here is fine. No problem on that one. We are going to need additional components to deploy here, right? No doubt about that one. Okay, Bob, where are you at? There you are. So now we're going to move this straight on down. That is our last bit of deployed science. So that is excellent. There we go. Cool. So we're going to hop back over here now, and we're going to need to hand over one last little bit, right? We need to go to Bob. There we go. And hand down a parachute and an EVA pack. Up here, we're going to change Valentina's inventory from being this to being her normal inventory. And now Bob can grab his EVA report and his surface sample. And he can hop on in. So we'll grab that, and we'll collect all of our data here. Beautiful. And we're going to now have Bill turn on his RCS and fly up. For now, all we're looking to do is sit right up over here where Bob was, because we need to go into Kerbal EVA construction and deposit these bits in this container module. And yeah, we can totally stow that there. I like it. These we're going to end up untracking probably. It's a little sad to leave that there, but here we are. So we're just going to fly Bill on in. There we go. Now Bob is going to have to grab a crew report, atmospheric pressure scan, temperature scan, and then we're going to collect all of this. We're going to have Bob EVA, and we're going to drop right on down, opening the service bay. We're going to need to restore the Science Junior. I told you to open the service bay. There we go. We're going to grab the Mystery Goo containment unit, and we're going to restore that. And we're going to grab this science. We'll collect this and restore. And then collect this and restore. And now we can hop back in. There we go. You can climb in. There we go. Cool. And we are now going to grab these again. Beautiful. And I think we could have grabbed a surface sample there, couldn't we have? Hop on out, Bill. Or rather, Bob. There we go. Cool. So now we'll close these doors. We have all the science we're going to get here. This is going to transmit back science very slowly over time. We do need to have Valentina EVA. And Valentina is going to go... She's interested in checking this out over here. So she's going to head this direction. Excellent. And she's going to plant her flag out over this way. For some reason, she doesn't want us to untrack this. She wants to mark this for all of posterity here. So she's going to mark this, and she's going to say, this is the engine. Excellent. Well, I'm glad you did that, Valentina. More specifically, I'm glad you're not suing us. She threatened to sue us if we didn't take this contract, for the record. So Valentina's going to head on back now that she knows. In fact, we're going to have her grab a surface sample here. If she can. She was very eager to do that. A little too eager. Now, this surface sample isn't going to actually help us with anything. Boy, that's quite a tumble, Valentina. You okay? You're okay. So she's going to take that surface sample. Nope, it's definitely not made of delicious dessert products. Okay. Well, I'm glad you know that, Valentina. And I'm glad you're not suing us. So we're going to hop in here. There we go. And yeah, we knew that that wasn't going to help us. We're now done with this segment. Now, technically, according to the contract, we don't have to come back for Valentina's mint ice cream. So we get 81,000 here. Okay, that was the aerodynamics overlay. Let's open up the cheat menu here because we need to get paid for our contract. So this is 100K, and then we need to reduce this by 19. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. We get 10 rep, easy enough. And we get 50 science. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. So that is that contract complete, but we do need to bring these guys back, right? That is definitely a thing that I'm going to do. But I want to work real quick on the rover contract. So we've already gotten, and we need to close this, we've already gotten data back at this point via our antenna. We've gotten data back from this sample, right? So now we need to get into another biome other than the Greater Flats. So we're just going to accelerate our way on over here, and this is going to be a little bit tedious if I'm going to be safe, which I would like to do. Why is this one not turning? Steering is enabled on it. Okay, now it's... Oh, that's interesting. Is there a trim issue? It'll only turn one direction. Huh. Well, that seems to be fine. Now the sun is going down. So we're going to run out of electric charge eventually. We may have to just wait until morning. The question is, how far is it to this other biome? I mean, it's a ways yet. Especially at these speeds. I'm not going to turn on our lights at this moment. And I'm going to accelerate us a little bit dangerously here. Up to about 5 meters per second. And we'll just have to be a little bit more cautious than we were before. So we're just going to cruise on through here. We're just looking to get to another biome to get double the science from this contract. That'll be 100 science instead of 50. It's not a huge deal on that, right? But we definitely are going to do this. The real question is, are we going to run out of power anytime soon? No, is the answer. I think that's very, very clear. So we're making reasonable time here at 5 meters per second. Now, we do have more repair kits. We can always come over here and... Oh, hey, this is actually Lowlands right here. Cool. So let's start to decelerate. Oh. We are tipping. Can we not tip? Thanks. Now we'll turn on brakes. There we go. Now I'm going to grab a temperature scan. We will transmit this data. Cool. And I'm going to grab the rest of these, and we are going to transmit these as well, but we're going to run out of power for it, right? We'll have to wait until the sun comes up. Yes, transmit that data. We'll have to wait until the sun comes up and gives us power. But that's fine. That is this contract completed. So that gives us 123K. So 123. That'll take this up to what? 46? No. This was... Okay, this is like... I did that wrong. It's something like that. Probably a little bit more. I didn't count that correctly. Okay, we get 30 rep out of it. So 1, 2, 3. Cool. And then we get 100 science because we got the bonus. Because 2 biome data transmitted. Beautiful. Oh, I suppose technically, because we needed to get 100 science from the lander, I suppose technically that does mean that we had to return it. Now, to be clear, I'm still planning on doing that. And so we'll just call that contract complete for now. And we are going to return it. Definitely. Guaranteed on that one. In fact, we're going to do it right now. There's no reason for us to stay here at this moment. So SAS on, throttle up. We will retract our landing legs, and off we go. At this point, we're looking at the apoapsis, and I want to, like... We have, like, no roll control? What's going on with that? Why can't we roll at all? Oh, this SAS was turned to SAS only. I'm dumb. Yeah, that'll do it. So we're just going to roll on over like so. Cool. What is our current apoapsis? Plenty high is the answer. And this is Minmus. It's very easy to do these things. So we're going to just target, I don't know, maybe like 20 kilometers. Should be fine. That's 18, 19, and 20. Beautiful. So now, of course, we're going to circularize. That is probably too... Actually, hang on. What is that timing like? Non-terrible. Non-terrible indeed. We have a good free return trajectory right there. So we'll do something like this. We're going to fine-tune that on the way in. So this looks good. This looks really good, in fact. Cool. So we're going to warp here, but there's only so much warping we can do while this low. Goodbye, Greater Flats. We are out of here. Minmus is not going to stay here long. That Minmus is staying exactly here. We are not going to stay at Minmus for long. Okay. So we've got 30 seconds on this burn. 20, 10, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. And we're out of here. So this is going to be a 1-minute burn. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to turn on the physics warp here to make that go a little bit faster. Beautiful. Okay, we've got about 20 seconds left. I'm just adjusting our heading here and going back into physics warp. And this last little bit of burn here. Ooh, this is wiggling around a lot. That's probably good enough. Yeah, that's fine. Absolutely fine. 21 days and 5 days. Okay, so we are not going back to that apoapsis. That's good. We're on the return trajectory already. That's really, really solid. So that, of course, means that we're going to be coming in... Focus on the moon. No, Kerbin. Thank you. We're going to be coming in somewhere around here. I want to do a radial retrograde burn. So we're going to do that. Bringing that in... How much Delta V do we have here? A lot is the answer. We have a lot of Delta V available for this. Okay. So that would end up being something kind of like... that-ish? I think we've over-radialed it. Yeah, we've over-radialed it. We want it to be around here. Okay. So something along the lines of this-ish is about what we're looking for. Cool. That should do. We'll get in position for that burn, now that our reaction wheel is actually properly working. And there we go. Note that we're still not going to be burned out of these side tanks. Like I said, more than enough fuel. So we're out of here. Minmus is going away. We're currently loading into the sphere of influence of Kerbin. Where is Kerbin? There's Kerbin. Hi, Kerbin. And Moon. Cool. So in we come here. Burn is starting in about a minute. 30 seconds, 20, 10, and 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. Now this is a pretty lengthy burn. We should probably retract our antenna. We should probably retract our photovoltaic panels as well, because we're going to be hitting the atmosphere at some point in this burn, I think. So down we go. We can see that we're moving in pretty quickly, but not horribly quickly. Or I guess not horrifically quickly. We can also see our periapsis rising right now. That will change. But let's bring this right on in. Are we looking to salvage this entire thing? I'm sure we could. We might want to, actually. Okay, I'm taking us out of physics warp. We're off of our marker a bit, so let's adjust that heading slightly. I'm going to continue to burn here for the time being. We're going to transition over into retrograde soon enough. We're now officially in atmosphere. Cool. Let's transition this over to a pure retrograde burn at this time. And I want to watch this periapsis. We're going to burn here until this periapsis is something like 20 kilometers. That's probably fine. Cool. That's 20 kilometers there. So we're definitely not coming back. No doubt about that. I think for the time being, we might want to consider doing this and trying to salvage this, especially if this is going to be a land landing, which I think it is, actually. Yeah, that looks like a land landing to me. So that's fine. Periapsis height drops to 0 now, and we're just continuing to decelerate. If we see too much heating effects, we've got plenty of burn time here, right? We can definitely decelerate that way. So this seems absolutely fine. We are cruising pretty quickly over the surface here. Current impact biome is grasslands. Yeah, we're definitely coming down over the land. Absolutely. I'm going to do a braking burn here. I do not like the amount of plasma we're seeing here. But we are decelerating very quickly. So that's good. Are we going to manage to land in this tiny little bit of water? That would be pretty funny, actually. Okay. Shoots out. Additional shoots out. Beautiful. We're definitely coming down on land. So we'll extend our landing legs. I'm going to take us out of physics warp. We've had problems with this detaching with physics warp. Granted, with this amount of weight, I wouldn't expect there to be a problem here, but you never know. We've got lots of fuel left in this tank, for the record. It's just that our thrust to weight is pretty low. So we definitely can do a landing burn if we wanted to. But here we come. Our drogues are deployed, and our mains are going to be deploying now. Bringing us from 40 meters per second down to about 10 meters per second. Okay. I'm going to quick save here, and we're going to time warp. Hopefully we don't have any physics warp issues with detachment happening there. I just want to get us down towards the ground a little bit more timely, right? So that's fine. We're going to be landing at about 8 meters per second. We can cushion it with our engines here, so that's okay. We're about 100 meters up right now. It looks reasonably flat where we're landing. Cool. Let's commence the burn, slowing ourselves down just that extra meter per second or so. And there's the landing. Beautiful. So let's recover this, and we should get at least 100 science from it, right? I'm quite confident that we're going to get 100 science from that. But that's what we need to technically complete the contract that I already accidentally declared completed Yeah, we have to get at least over 100 science. We're definitely going to get that, right? But if we don't, Valentina might sue us. It's hard to say. I'm pretty sure we've got that. Come on, KSB, you can load. Any moment now. Oh yeah, 700 science. Beautiful. And Bob got promoted to level 2. Cool. And with that, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are going to continue to work on these contracts. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, James, Shadowwolf, Mlohan80, Rogue Corvid, Kentogan, Andy Magar, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Soccerman12 UK, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.